Welcome to our comprehensive guide on REST APIs, the backbone of modern software communication. APIs, or application programming interfaces, allow different software applications to communicate with each other. They define a set of rules, protocols, and methods that enable seamless data exchange between applications. APIs have been around for a long time, evolving through various forms. In the 60s and 70s, subroutines and libraries were used to share code between programs. In the 1980s, remote procedure calls, or RPCs, emerged, allowing programs running on different computers to execute procedures on each other. With the widespread adoption of the Internet in the 2000s, web services like SOAP became popular. However, it was in the late 2000s and early 2010s that RESTful APIs rose to prominence due to their simplicity, scalability, and ease of use, making them the go-to choice for developers worldwide. REST stands for Representational State Transfer, a term coined by Roy Fielding in his 2000 doctoral dissertation. It's an architectural style for designing networked applications, focusing on a stateless client-server communication model. In REST, the client sends requests, the server processes them, and then sends back responses. Each request is independent of the others, making REST efficient and scalable. HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is the foundation of communication on the web. It defines how data is transmitted between a client, like a web browser, and a server. HTTP is stateless, meaning each request is processed without reference to previous requests. For example, when you type a URL in your browser, you are sending an HTTP GET request to a server, which then responds with the web page you see. URLs, or Uniform Resource Locators, are the addresses used to reach resources on the web. A URL specifies the location of a resource, such as a web page, an image, or an API endpoint. For instance, in the URL https://api.example.com/users, HTTPS is the protocol, api.example.com is the domain, and users is the path to the resource that represents a collection of users. REST APIs are built around resources. A resource can be anything that can be named and accessed through a URL, like a user, product, or order. For example, a user profile might be represented as JSON data and accessed via a URL like users 123, where 123 is the user's ID. A well-designed REST API uses clear naming conventions for resource URLs. Use nouns instead of verbs, plural nouns for collections, and hierarchical paths to reflect relationships. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will explore the key HTTP methods used in REST APIs and how they help manage resources effectively.